Well, grants often help many organizations, nonprofits, even governments.
But some grants using your tax dollars and going to some local governments are raising some eyebrows right now. ABC News Channel 20's Andrew Hansen explains.
$5,000 is heading to the Village of Sherman in the form of a grant from the Sangamon County Regional Planning Commission. The grant is from the federal government through IDOT. The money is being used to help Sherman determine what roads are good and what roads are bad.
Shouldn't your public works department already know what roads are bad and what roads are good?
Yes, and we do, but it also allows us to use that grant money to pay the engineering firm to go out and do a broader generalized assessment of the entire town.
But some see a grant like this as a waste of money. The Illinois Policy Institute says if there are already workers who are devoted to maintaining and keeping up with the streets, they should already know what roads need work because that's part of their job, a job taxpayers are footing the bill for.
They do these annual evaluations in most of these communities, and so the idea that they would be taking extra money from the county government for this, of course they're going to take the money if it's offered to them, but on the other hand, these citizens are paying twice for the same job.
The Sangamon County Regional Planning Commission says most smaller communities aren't in the business of creating big picture plans, like in this case, a road improvement plan for Sherman.
They don't usually have an inventory of the roads or of the condition of the roads, and this grant helps them do that.
Governments are always crying poor. Governments always want more money. They see taxpayers in many cases, unfortunately, not as individuals who are going to pay towards the most essential services that are provided by government, but basically as ATMs.
In March, voters in Sherman rejected 3 tax increases the Sherman Fire Protection District requested. It's also worth noting, last week, $1.4 million was awarded to Sherman in state dollars to help with roadwork projects. In Sherman, Andrew Hansen, ABC News Channel 20.
Other communities also received $5,000 grants. Southern View, Jerome, and Grandview all received grants for pavement preservation plans.